Welcome back to my video again. While the work is ongoing outside the yard and everything, the gate beam, inside the house also, the ceiling, what we call here the P.O.P, is also ongoing by a talented team. Stay tuned and learn more about it. Thank you for staying tuned, and thank you again for clicking on this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how the interior of the house, the work is ongoing. The work is by phase to phases. So while the work is ongoing outside, inside the house, the wiring and the tiling also, which I'm going to be showing you in my next videos. Inside the house also, I make sure that everybody is gelling, everybody is cohesive. The artisans, the talented teams that are supposed to work in the house are coordinating, because there are certain things that have to be done before the other. There are certain things that have to be done after order. So there are certain things that are supposed to be done cohesively together. So I make sure that as you all know, one of my methods is to be on the ground, so that to avoid some mistakes, because what happens is that the mistake will cost you. It means that you have to spend money, break everything. Sometimes it takes you to buy new materials. It takes you to pay again for another workmanship or the labor work, and to get it done. So for me, to be effective with my budget, I make sure that I am on the ground as well and coordinating with everything. At the end of the day, at the end of every day, not always, but most of the time, we talk about what will be done the next day, accountability and everything. So again, if you are here for the first time, my name is Raphael. I'm from the diaspora, in the diaspora for almost 30 years. It's time for me to move back to Africa with my family, and I am, during my preparation, and it's three things that are very important when returning back home. You have to secure a shelter for yourself. Where are you going to stay? You have to make sure that you don't go and stay in somebody's house. You won't have peace. So that's the most important, that you prepare for the shelter. Because once you are in your own shelter, that's when peace, begins. Because what you eat, nobody know about it. What you say, nobody will know about it. Only your walls and your family will make sure that everything is okay within your own shelter. So, and if you are going back home, also returning back to the motherland, you have to make sure that yes, we are building a house, but building a house is one thing, and building a home also is one thing. So here, I want to make sure that I'm building a home where it is livable, where people are invited, also the community, the friends from the diaspora, while we go over there, while we live over there, we build network. We build a network because there are things that we must identify with, with one another and with each other, which is spending or having lived in the West for so long. And on this channel, I talk about the diaspora, I talk about return back home, I talk about building, I talk about businesses, how to make a living, how to make cash flow income, how to build cash flow business. I also talk about the mindset, the adaptation and the assimilation, and a little bit also the geopolitics. You can talk about the return back home, you can talk about relocating back home without talking about the geopolitics. Everything that is happening economically in America, in the West, and in Africa must be involved. The geography and the politics and the mindset, these are all together. What is happening in Africa, the awakening of the younger generation. They won't swallow the politics of the West anymore. They won't swallow the puppet that's being placed on the nations of Africa no more. We just see recently, and it's still in the news, what happened in Kenya, and what is happening in Nigeria, what is happening in Burkina Faso, what is happening in Niger, and what is happening also in Mali. African nations and the younger leaders are coming up saying that we can't be bullied anymore. We can't be just being bullied anymore. So on this channel, we talked about that. We talk about it analytically, and we see it with a critical thinking eye, so that we can dissect things, we can tell truth to one another. The young Africa is arising, and I believe, and we believe in them also, and we are pro-Africa. We are pro-Africa. We are not against the West. We are not against America, but we are just pro-Africa. Africa first. Now let's get to the topic. If you are here also for the first time, as I say, my name is Raphael. Consider to subscribe. More than 90% of my viewers benefiting from my content, my education here on this online regarding the topics are not subscribers. Come on, take me this month to 10,000. I have few more subscribers to go, and why not? We are a family, one step at a time. So in this video, there are different types of ceiling that you can put up. It depends on your budget, it depends on your pocket. And this one particularly is called P.O.P ceiling. And then there's a plasterboard also. So as I say that there's a different type. There's a simple one, which are less, cost less, but in the long term, you must also kind of like think about it, what you want to do and how you want to do it, and everything depends on your budget. So this is a very talented team that I get contact with, and they are doing it for me. And like I always say it, and I always make sure that you are aware of it. I am always on the ground. I go myself, even though the estimate is being given to me, is being written down to me. I go myself to the store. I buy everything. I got the receipt. I am there. If they need anything, I'm around. If I'm not around within 15 minutes, when they reach me, I come back and I buy them whatever they need, so that the work can be successful at the end of the day. And the estimate of this work the P.O.P and then completing the painting in the house, in the interior of the house and outside the house, has been discussed, and it has been estimated for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and then this is a talented team, and what they do is that they do stay at the location, and then so that they can work around the clock. They can work around the clock. They time themselves. They work together, and I think that's what it takes. And then everything has been pre-contracted. You make sure that they have a place also to stay. Usually they stay at a location inside the building, and certain accommodation are being also offered. They have to take shower. They have to do their routine ADL activity of daily living. They have to eat. They have to ease themselves out. Those accommodations have to be kind of like necessity that you have to provide for them, in order for them to be able to do whatever is contracted. So in my next video of the P.O.P, of the completion of the P.O.P, I'm going to interview on this channel the senior P.O.P or the master P.O.P. His name is David. I'm going to be providing this number, and they have different designs that you may choose from, and then there's also some popular ones, but this one is very particular for me. It look more like a pyramid. Usually some of them are drop down, but I was able to kind of choose this one, and he told me he can do it, and I trusted him. He's skilled. I've seen his works, so he was able to get it done at the end of the day. But more to know about David and the P.O.P in my next video during the interview. Stay tuned and continue to watch it. Like I say, you could see me when you get to the painting phase. They let me know. We went to the store with the chief or the master P.O.P, David. That is in the video, the one in kind of like what color is that? Yes, is the one. And you're gonna be seeing an interview. We went to the store and then I bought everything. And if the load is not too large enough, I carry it myself. But if it's too large, I rent a little truck to bring them over, so that I will not put a lot of load on the car. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, give a thumbs up, comment below, but politely. Be contributive to the society, love the neighborhood, educate the people around you, lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, and let us be together. Your brother Raphael from the diaspora.